Hello, my name's Oliver and welcome to Crypto Bible News. Now in today's news we're going to be looking at the following stories. Binance calls for global regulatory frameworks for crypto markets and releases 10 fundamental rights. Satoshi Nakamoto Florida court could soon reveal the true identity of mysterious Bitcoin creator. Now just before we get stuck straight into the news stories, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and be sure to turn on all of your notifications so you never ever miss any of our upcoming videos. Binance calls for global regulatory frameworks for crypto markets. In an effort to help guide regulatory discussions and the development of global frameworks for crypto markets, global blockchain and crypto exchange leader Binance has issued its 10 fundamental rights for crypto users. Binance said that these customer rights, as described in a series of advertisements published recently, are meant to ensure safe access to emerging technologies, liquidity, and secure platforms, among other steps to protect users without limiting growth and innovation. The 10 fundamental rights for crypto users are: number 1, every human being should have access to financial tools like crypto that allow for greater economic independence. Number 2, industry participants have a responsibility to work with regulators and policymakers to shape new standards for crypto assets. Smart regulation encourages innovation and helps keep users safe. Number 3, responsible crypto platforms have an obligation to protect users from bad actors and implement Know Your Customer processes to prevent financial crimes. Number 4, privacy is a human right and personally identifiable information (PII) data should be subject to strict levels of protection. Number 5, crypto users have the right to access exchanges that keep their funds secure in safe custody with comprehensive deposit insurance. Number 6, healthy markets should maintain a robust level of liquidity to ensure a stable and frictionless trading environment. Number 7, regulation and innovation are not mutually exclusive. Crypto users deserve safe access to emerging technologies and practices, including NFTs, stablecoins, staking, yielding, farming, and many more. Number 8, closing the knowledge gap is essential when it comes to crypto. Users have the right to accurate information on crypto assets without fear of falling victim to an unfair, deceptive advertising. Number 9, marketplaces that offer derivative instruments should be subject to the appropriate regulations. This ensures all users met eligibility requirements and that their transactions are fairly settled. Number 10, crypto regulation is inevitable. Users have the right to share their voice on how the industry should evolve with their blockchain platform of choice. With these basic rights, we hope to provide a voice to those who have traditionally been muted by high finance, said Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, who goes by his initials CZ. At Binance, our priority has always been for the everyday user, from their security to their experience as part of a greater community. That's what crypto is all about, and it's important that we don't lose sight of that as an industry, he added. Binance said it's working with regulators and policymakers to develop global regulatory frameworks to protect users while allowing innovation to continue in a responsible manner, ensuring a healthy trajectory forward for the industry. Binance hopes that the ads, which consist of attention-grabbing bold yellow block lettering against black background, will serve as a guiding point to launch more productive conversations with the larger industry, including other exchanges, blockchain innovators, policymakers, and world leaders. Binance said it acknowledges that greater regulation is inevitable and stresses that smart regulation is beneficial. Like seatbelts in a car, a more regulated crypto market provides greater protections for everyday users. Regulation and innovation are not mutually exclusive, said CZ. We want to do everything possible as an industry to work with regulators and world leaders to identify what is going to be the effective regulatory policy that most importantly protects users and spurs innovation. This is a big step forward for Binance in terms of stating their position on the global regulation of the crypto. Having been under fire for many months from regulatory bodies across the globe, Binance users have been calling out for a clarity amid a raft of changes to the exchange that users have had to take in their stride, including the banning of certain services in various territories to inconsistent bans from banks in depositing and withdrawals from the exchange. So my question to you is, are you a Binance user that has been affected by recent changes and regulation? And how do you think that this new approach from CZ and Binance in laying out the 10 fundamental rights for crypto users might affect upcoming negotiations between Binance and the regulatory bodies? I'd love to read your comments and thoughts in the comments down below. Florida court could soon reveal the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. The Bitcoin creator David Kleiman's family claims he and programmer Craig Wright used the Nakamoto pseudonym. The identity of the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto, the unidentified inventor of Bitcoin, could be soon revealed by a Florida court due to an ongoing case over approximately $64 billion worth of the cryptocurrency. The family of the dead computer scientist David Kleiman has filed a lawsuit contending that he created the cryptocurrency along with Australian programmer Craig Wright, using Nakamoto as a pseudonym. Kleiman's family are suing the 51-year-old programmer for control of Kleiman's alleged share of the entire asset, a cache of around 1 million bitcoins, according to reports. Kleiman's heirs allege that he and Mr. Wright together were Nakamoto, which gives the family an entitlement to half the fortune. Now, Nakamoto is now the 15th wealthiest person in the world. Their net worth is estimated to be up to $73 billion. With crypto holdings in the region of 750,000 and a 1.1 million Bitcoin. We believe the evidence will show that there was a partnership to create and mine over 1 million Bitcoin, Val Friedman, a lawyer for the Kleiman family, said recently. The family has accused Mr. Wright of recruiting Mr. Kleiman to help write a white paper highlighting their vision for the digital currency in 2008 and launch a company. According to the lawsuit, the family alleged that prior to his death, Kleiman incorporated a Florida company called W&K Info Defense Research in 2010, which was allegedly a partnership between the two men. Andres Riviero, attorney for Mr. Wright, said the court will find that there's nothing to indicate a record that they were ever in a partnership. In 2015, Mr. Wright publicly said he was the only creator of Bitcoin, a claim that was quickly dismissed by the crypto community. 3 days later, he removed all the papers he had written about cryptography and Bitcoin from his website, retracted the claim, and posted an apology. As the events of this week unfolded and I prepared to publish the proof of access to the earliest keys, I broke. I do not have the courage. I cannot, he wrote. Mr. Wright also faced backlash earlier this year in May when he launched a court action suit to secure $7.25 billion of the cryptocurrency which he allegedly owns. He claimed that he lost the encrypted keys when his home computer network was hacked on February 2020 and demanded 16 developers of the cryptocurrency to allow him to retrieve around 111,000 bitcoins. In January 2009, months after Nakamoto released their white paper, Bitcoin was launched. Soon after, they collaborated with other developers for almost 2 years before completely disappearing in 2010. Although the cryptocurrency had very few takers initially, it has now taken over the world by storm. The price of Bitcoin hit an all-new-time high earlier this month, over $68,000, following an increase of more than 300% over the last year. Again, thank you ever so much for watching today's news. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Crypto Bible, and don't forget to turn on the notification button so you never ever miss any of our new upcoming videos. Join our Discord group and other social medias can be found in the links in the description below. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments, and once again, thanks for joining me for today.